Hello there, welcome back to the channel. My name's Harry from HS Carpentry. We're going to do a bit of a day in the life today. We've got a very busy day ahead today. We are taking back, first thing this morning, we're going to be taking back the hire trailer. So we just popped into the yard now. We're going to make sure we've got everything and all the bits and paperwork and stuff. And then we're going to nip that back up to Bury, take that back, then head back to the workshop. We've got an order of windows and one door to go out either this week or next. So today's aim is going to be to get at least one top coat on. So we're going to be spraying one top coat on this. Will is also going to be joining us at the yard, and we're going to have him start the wood rack, because obviously we replaced our existing wood rack, which was just some scaffolding we put up when we first moved into the yard, with a sort of container type there. So we're going to be putting some racking in there. We've got some slabs now from the oak that you recently saw us mill up, so we're going to get them in there so that we can start looking at the process of drying them and then stack the rest of the timber in there, because we have another load of oak being delivered soon. So we need to get everything organised and ready for that. So very busy day ahead, lots to do, and so we're going to take you on for the journey I should say, and hopefully get everything we want to achieve. Oh yeah, and Odin's obviously with us today as always. So yeah, busy day. Anyway, let's get to it. We're at the yard now, so we get everything sorted, and then we'll head up to Bury with the trailer. Alright, so got the trailer all hooked up. So we're going to take this back. That damage wasn't us, by the way. That was really like that. So we got all the pictures, and then we're just going to get everything else signed off. Why did we have the trailer in the first place? This is now our new wood rack. So everything's going to go in there from now on, nice and dry, and we can control the temperature a bit easier as well. But also, these are the pieces that we encumbered from the oak tree. So we have three gorgeous slabs there, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lumps that we're going to run up for beams, because these are currently just over 6 inches at the moment. And then also we have obviously the surplus here. Now this piece at the front here, there's actually enough material to get another little slab out of that, so that's exactly what we're going to do there. This piece down the bottom was quite a large top cut, but other than that there's not really much material in there for anything other than just firewood. So the rest of these are just earmarked for firewood, and the same as that there. So, but the plan for today is obviously take this back, get a top coat on the windows, which I'll show you in a little while, and then obviously sort out the wood rack with some actual racking in there that's going to be suitable for use for, you know, a little while to come. And maybe even I'll treat Will to let him use the pressure washer and give it a clean as well. So that's the plan. Anyway, we better get going. Got to be there for half an hour away, and we'll get going. Right, so we're back at the yard now. We've been back about an hour actually, but I forgot to get the phone out and start recording. So anyway, we've been making a start on the scaffolding inside the container. As you can see, we've got some of our units going up now. Will's already made a start, he cut the legs up and got everything ready. So now we're putting up our main rows, and then obviously we'll have our cross members going across there, and maybe another cross brace or so, see how it is. But once we get the crosses going in, that'll then neaten everything up and tie it all together. So that's the plan. So we're getting all of that done, and then obviously all of this material here is going to go in there. I mean, we've got some Enquiries there, some sapele, a Rocco, and also now that we've actually got dry space, we're going to put the tulip wood, which is inside, in there to free up some space in the workshop, and then have a good clean up and get some coats on these windows. So I'll show you these now. Alright, so these are the windows that I mentioned earlier, which we need to be finishing off. They've all had one coat of primer on. We've got 5 here, all different sizes, but all the same to a degree, where we've got one opening sash, top hung opening sash, and a fixed unit at the bottom, putty glazed on the outside. This here is a tilt and turn. We haven't primed that yet because we haven't really done much of that one yet. But yeah, we're also going to be doing that this week. So these are those 5 windows, and then this is the back door as well, which I mentioned. So this is also at 1 coat primer and down to 320 grit, and obviously there are all the sashes for said windows. This is the door frame. So that's that, and this is a little media wall we're currently working on as well. Got the LED lights, so these LED lights need to go in. Then we take it all apart, and then that's ready for spraying also. So yeah, so a very busy week, mind, and it's a 4-day week, obviously, because it's Good Friday. So yeah, plenty going on, plenty to do. So what I'm going to do, I think we'll set you up for a time lapse while we finish off the scaffolding and throw all the material back in there. So yeah, I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, so you just saw obviously on the time lapse the stuff that was already on the existing wood rack go into the new one, and this is how we're looking so far. So up there we have our Accoya, that way we have our Iroko, that's Sapele and lots more Iroko, and then some redwood here. So we're just going to go inside now because we've got a lot more stock in here which we're going to put outside to free up some room. And we have some tulip wood which we've had for a while that we use for internal work, face frames and doors and stuff. But we're going to finally be able to put that outside now, and that'll free up quite a bit of room, a bit of floor space in here, and some other Douglas fir. We've got a little bit of oak and some other bits in here. So pretty much everything that's down here is going to go out to the new wood rack, and yeah, that'll free up loads of room on here. And then this little rack here can just be for, you know, small bits and surplus mouldings and stuff, as it should be. So yeah, free up some space. So that's what we're going to do now, and then we're going to tidy up the yard. I've got to nip over to another job very shortly to go and see the tiler, to sort out some bits for him. Well, just to have a look today at what he needs, and then come back and finally put his coat on the window. So that's the plan. We're going to move all this now, and yeah, take it later. Okay, so we're about half an hour later from where you last saw us, and we now have a huge stack of firewood and some sticker material. So when we're separating green timber and anything that is drying out, or even kiln dried stuff, we'll put stickers in between, and by that I just mean thin pieces of wood to separate them so that airflow can get between, so the air can get between and everything. So Will's going to sort a load of them out and sort the firewood out, because I burn everything in my log burners. But this is the wood rack inside now. So we've got some green stuff down here, some spare MDF face frames. We use these sometimes on cabinets. We used it on the media wall, for instance. Some surplus mouldings, more mouldings and stuff for another job, more random mouldings. We've got some glazing beads in there and stuff, and then a load of Sapele, which William is going to sort out, and he's also, while we're here as well, while we've got the time, having a sort out under here. So there's just all sorts under there, you know, random offcuts, and we just push them there and they get forgotten about, and now they're taking up loads of room. So we're going to sort them all out, organise the green and the kiln dried, the stuff that's going to make use of and stuff we can't. So yeah, and then the other stuff that was on the wood rack that's suitable for use for other stuff and long enough lengths and too big to keep inside the workshop, we've put in the rack. So that's how it's looking now. As you can see, we've got a nice stack of tulip wood there and some tulip wood skirtings. They're about 3.5, 3.6, I think. So we put them out here. Some crappy redwood and stuff. Iroko, Sapele, some oak in the middle there where that green bit is, Accoya, and then a couple of other big slabs of Iroko right at the end there. So that's the plan. The yard is still looking a bit of a mess, but we'll get it sorted. So we're going to take the day today to just sort this out and yeah, tidy up. Organisation is key. So yeah, and then we can crack back on. I'm going to go to Colchester, have a look at this, have a chat with Tyler, see what he needs, and then I'll come back, see how Will's got on. We'll finish off the tidying up and the organising. Then we're going to get a coat on these windows, and that will probably be that for today. So, yeah, so we get all this done, and then we should have achieved everything and more. And yeah, we can then go again tomorrow. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, so there we go. So now everything's in the container that we want to be. We just got the slabs in, as you just saw on the time lapse. A little bit unorthodox when the way we got them in there, but we work with what we got, and what we've got isn't a lot. So yeah, just a bit of muscle and some willpower, and it's in. They're in. No one got hurt. Nothing got broke. So yeah. Did you have fun?
A little bit.
A little bit, good. Yeah. So we're going to now put the beam slabs back to where they came from, because in our infinite wisdom, when we brought all the material back Friday, we brought the gear back here, when we put these slabs at the back of the pack, and then we had to move everything again to get them out and put them in the container. But anyway, they're in now. They'll stay in for probably a month or so, and we'll keep an eye on the moisture levels over that time and see what happens. So yeah, we'll move these back, and then finally put a coat on these windows. Okay. Don't even know what the time is, do you? Holy hell, it's 4:30. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. We just finished up cleaning out in the yard and getting those slabs in the container. As you saw, it wasn't very, or it was rather unorthodox, but we have to work with what we've got, and what we've got isn't a lot. So we haven't got the room for a forklift, but we have some muscle and willpower. So, but we got them in, and along with everything else. And as you can see behind me, the wood rack is now looking quite clean. So again, we still didn't go through the spilly at the top, but it's not taking up any room at all. And obviously we've got mouldings and stuff, and some other mouldings ready for another job. Surplus mouldings, obviously, and so on and so forth. Obviously the face frames I mentioned earlier, and then some green oak down the bottom, which again, that green oak, there's no reason why it can't go out in the container as well. So, but anyway, now that we've got this space here, and we've kind of seen it looking this empty, we kind of feel like it's now a waste of space to have that there and taking up so much room. And you consider how much floor space there is now there, bearing in mind that when we had all the timber here, we were probably out here. So we've gained a lot of floor space, and in a workshop where space is probably what's our space? Our space is probably the thing that we need the most. Our most valuable asset, especially, that's what I'm looking for. Our most valuable asset in a workshop like this. You know, we feel like we've got an efficient setup, but there's always little tweaks that we can do to make it better. So potentially we'll look at that in the near future. But for today, that was it. Getting tidied up, getting things arranged and organised, as organisation is key to a nice, efficient, safe working environment for myself and William. So yeah, we didn't manage to get a coat on the windows, but you know, on days like this, it's just a cost of business, you know, having to rejig and sort things out to improve, you know, these things. You can't make a mess, you can't tidy a mess without making a mess, and that's what we did today, basically. We made a great big mess and we tidied it up, and now we can reap the benefits of it by having a bit more floor space, tidy environment over there, a nice, tidy, secure, dry, warm wood rack outside now, our slabs, we have space for slabs, etc., and so on and so forth. So it was a much needed day. Obviously I had to go to the other site as well to check up on that and drop the trail off this morning. So we achieved a lot today. We achieved a lot. So yeah, it was a good day. But I am going to end the video there, and hopefully I'll look to do another video this week. We've got a few jobs on this week. We've got to obviously finish these windows and get them ready for delivery. We've got, hopefully, we can finish off Pergola up in Norfolk. That's a story for another day, but essentially we've just got to put the glass on the roof now. So yeah, but that's weather permitting, because apparently Wednesday we could be washed out, so that might not be happening, but hopefully it will, so we can get it done and get it dry, ready for the client. And yeah, finish these windows up, and then obviously we've got the long bank holiday weekend. So, and if I get time, which doesn't look like I will, I might actually start my kitchen as well. We have another kitchen coming up to do, which is going to be a lovely job. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, as well as we are trying to make more of an effort with YouTube. We're on TikTok as well. You can go and see us on there. We don't tend to upload the shorts to YouTube. I'm not sure why, but we just do it to TikTok. So yeah, but if you haven't followed us on there, go and have a look. Visit our Instagram for everything that we've done and doing. Go and check that out on there. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much.